story. Today is a special 420 special type of day. We got Jesse here. Jesse, thank you for joining.
Thank you for having me. Feel appreciated. Feel blessed. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Yes, sir. Excited to have you, man. So, real quick, introduce yourself and let everybody know how long you've been sober.
My name is Jesus Xavier Corona. I go by Jesse, and today makes 26 days sober. 26
All
days.
right. All right. Let me get the little. Okay. That's for you. Man, so talk a little bit about your childhood. Let's jump into it. What was your childhood like?
Um, it was good, man. I had some downfalls, but that's just what it is. Growing up, my mom had me young. She's like at 14, 15 years old. Um, Biological father dipped, but with the grace of God, another man stepped up to the plate, and he goes by the name of Miguel Salazar. That's my dad.
Nice.
I was raised by my grandparents. I did a lot of moving as a kid, but I can't complain, man. I always had a roof over my head, clothes on my back, food in my belly. We weren't poor, we weren't rich, but we're good.
Yeah.
We're all good.
Yeah,
We're good.
yeah. So, what was your drug of choice? And talk about the first time that you used it.
Cocaine was my drug of choice,
Okay.
and the first time that I used it, I was about 16 years old. I had threw a party at my grandma's house when she was away, like on vacation. Um, I had a lot of access to the house when she would leave. My mom would let me throw these parties. She would be there, and then she'd dip, and then it'd just be me, and then like boom, whoever was there, and then someone came and brought it and was like, "Hey, do you want to try it?" And I was like, "You know what? All right, let's do this." And then I took one little bump, and then he goes, "Hey, let's go for a drive real quick." He had just bought a Subaru, a WRX.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, it was a STI.
Yeah.
And then he takes me on a trip to. I'm throwing a party. I leave the
Yeah.
party. Now we're going to Turnbull Canyon.
Off of one line.
Off of one little line, boom, here we go.
Turnbull?
He's drifting and he's going. He sees another STI at a gas station. I don't know what it is about race car drivers. I don't
Yeah.
know, but they can see each other, look, throw like a sign, and then boom, boom, like give three
Fool,
beeps,
fool.
give three beeps, and they're going like they're just going. They're both
Yeah.
racing. Here we go. Now we're racing up Thermal Canyon. Um, but that was the first experience. But that wasn't what led me into doing it. Like
What was your favorite thing about Coke?
my teeth being numb. Just, and I've heard stories that you can get Orajel, and like I was,
Yeah.
you're like no, and then maybe it was like the dopamines or whatever, in the chemicals in our brain that like okay, just do it, and then for some other reason like I would do what like one, and it's funny because I'd be like this is a little line, and it's this fucking big, and it's like like that's a
Like
little line.
this fat, this big.
Yeah, man, it's crazy because I've always been told like, hey, when you start, or if you start, control the drug, don't let it control you, and that shit just got a hold of me by the throat, bro.
People that say that, I don't even know where they're at now. They're like on Skid Row, still saying the same thing.
I don't want to know where that.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. It scares me, bro. Like I'll go to the store with my mom, and we'll see a bum or like someone talking to themselves, and it's like I was going that. If I would have continued,
For sure.
I would have been going down that same way.
Yeah.
And it's it's good to be here, man. I appreciate you so much for inviting me to this podcast and,
Yeah.
and being in that, and in the presence of. And I want to say sorry because I shined you off for so long because I thought the program wasn't what it was.
Yeah.
But you gotta work it, man. If you want to be sober, you have to want to stay sober. You have to want to do it. If not, you ain't gonna fucking work.
I like that.
It's not gonna work.
That's true.
When someone's ready, they're ready. You
Yeah.
can you can lead the horse to the lake, and if you can't force them down.
That's right.
To drink that water.
That's right.
They have to want to drink it.
Exactly.
And you never shined. You turned your back. You replied within seconds of when I texted you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
That's all I can
thank
say,
you, man.
That's it.
I'm proud of you. You're doing good. It's just the beginning. So let's go back to you being 16, doing a line of coke. What was going on with you that made you think it was going to be a good idea to do coke? Like, were you just like looking for identity on the streets?
I
You
didn't
just
need
trying
that
to have
identity,
fun?
man. It was weird. Like, it's not to sound cocky, but like, when people heard the name Jesse Corona, they knew who I was. Just because I was friendly, I was cool to get along with. I didn't gangbang. I'm not about that life.
Yeah.
I'm no stranger to it. But like, I was always good to talk to. You know, like I went to two middle schools in Norwalk, and then when I went to La Mirada High School, and I tried to just get along with everyone, like from the jocks to the nerds to the punk rockers to the cholos to like this person to that person, like just talk to anyone, just
Yeah.
be friendly. I was always told if you can say hi to someone that looks down, you will make their day.
That's cool.
And
I like that.
back to what going on. So I thought it'd be a genius idea to want to sell weed when I was in high school, and I didn't start selling till senior year. I had a late start, a really late start.
Yeah.
But it's funny because like I was taking people's customers,
Yeah.
and they were getting upset. Like either if I had the better deal or the better weed, it was when you're that age, you think $300 is a lot of money. When you're going and you're able to buy your friends hot Cheetos and chicken sandwiches and like Gatorades, they're like, oh my god! But like,
Yeah.
it ain't shit. Like it's nothing. Like now, like you can pay us on $300.
What high school did you go to?
Lamarada, go Matadors.
Oh man, Titans.
Oh God.
Okay. So let's go back to the cocaine. What were the withdrawal symptoms like off of cocaine? Like when you stopped using?
I would call them come downs actually, not withdrawals. Like I don't
Yeah.
really feel like
When I was
so,
at the meth, it was called come downs too.
so like, I mean, and only like doing it. Okay, for starters, first of all, when I would go get something, I would make sure I had enough for the night or for a couple days. I wasn't gonna go back to the person. I didn't want. First, I learned the hard way. One guy just like, "Hey, bro, you can't come back. Like, you're cut. Come back next week, or like, you're done for the day, bro. You're coming back twice."
Coming back at 4 a.m. trying to throw a rock at the window.
Oh hell no, that's how you get shot. Nuh-uh. Nah, but it just sucks, man. I remember when it first started, my nose would hurt, bro, and like I would just feel like really, really cold, and like I would get shakes on the come down. But like with the tolerance, obviously I didn't start drinking it until I was 21 when I started construction. So like by the time I was like 23, 24, it was like I wouldn't get those shakes no more. I wouldn't get like cold. I would just be like, damn, I want more. Be in the room.
You never let yourself get to that level of like truly coming down because you had enough. You're like,
I always work.
what's the craziest thing you ever did to get some coke?
I can tell you the crazy thing I tried to do.
Let's go.
I own firearms and I try to sell my guns.
Okay.
And people that know about firearms, like they're worth a lot of money. You can sell them whether if it's cheap, or you can sell them, and they're all legal. So I was gonna go to Turner's or like Ammo Brothers and like go flip them or go sell them to somebody. And my grandfather didn't let me because I had them in his safe.
Yeah.
And he goes, "What do you want to do with these for?" I'm like, "Why?" He goes, "You're not gonna go to the shooting range. Yeah, I know you're full of shit. You're not gonna go. You don't have no bullets. Bullets are expensive.
It's 3 a.m. You're trying to go to the shooting.
They're open. I know they're open. Open the door." And man, like he had a serious talk with me. He gave me we call them consejos. Where like these they give you like a life lesson. Like, what do you really want to sell this for? These are your things. You work hard for your things. Yeah, Grandpa. I just what are you gonna do with the money? Oh, I'm gonna pay this car payment. You're full of shit. Your car's already paid off. Okay, what do you really? And I didn't want to admit that.
Try to sell the guns.
I tried, but I thank God I still have them. Thank God I didn't. Thank God for that very, very wise man. My grandpa, he's still alive and still healthy. I'm glad. I love him so much.
I was, this dude that I knew in Huntington Beach. I got his story. He passed away. He was a meth smoker, and he ended up getting a hold of some meth that had fentanyl in it, and he straight up overdosed and died off of smoking meth that had fentanyl in it. Have you ever done coke or have you ever come across any type of situations like that?
Yes, I have. So what had happened was I didn't get a sack, I didn't buy a sack, but someone offered me something and I thought it was coke. As soon as I did, now from this literally wasn't like that big, bro. The line, not even thick or nothing. I did it instantly. My stomach bubbled up and I was like, "This isn't coke. Like I know what this isn't. What is this? Nah, it's coke." And I threw it up instantly.
On purpose?
No, it just
just
it just came
reaction.
up like, instantly, and I was like, okay. And then they're like, yeah, man, get that poison out. I go, man, fuck you. What'd you give me, bro? Like what is this? It's coke, whatever. I'm gonna go to the crib. I went to the pad, and I just remember just like waking up in the hospital.
Wow.
By the grace of God, an angel came down and gave me CPR. I'm here. I'm a survivor.
So there was fent.
There, it was. The doctor said you OD'd. Okay, so I came to and I had strangers on my arms. I was like, what the it was like a movie or like a video game.
Yeah.
Like when you play Call of Duty and they throw a fucking concussion and you're like,
Yeah.
that's what it felt when I came to and I woke up. That's what it was like.
Wow.
And I was like, where the hell am I? The doctor goes, you OD'd, Mr. Corona. I was like, nah. And it hit. Okay, I OD'd. And I'm looking like, I'm in a fucking hospital. What the hell?
Yeah.
You know? They're like, okay, I want some all I wanted was water, bro, and I couldn't take a piss. I was laying down. It was horrible. Coming to, they're like, hey, you had meth, fentanyl, and cocaine in your system.
So that sack had meth
And fentanyl.
and coke.
Yup.
And you did a little tiny line.
I
and
did
you
a little
overdosed.
tiny line that much, and I overdosed.
Ended up in the hospital.
Yup.
Was that your rock bottom?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. That's about less than 24 hours later, I had text you and I was like, I'm ready. It was like midnight, and I know you're sleeping because your shit says do not disturb. Notifications silent. Don't bug me. Isaac está dormido.
Yeah.
Don't bug me.
Yeah.
And then you did. You didn't say, hey, I'm sleeping. You bro, good job. Like, you ready?
Yeah.
You said, are you sure? Are you ready for this shit?
Yeah.
Take it serious. I was like, I'm ready. Like,
Yeah.
To be honest with you, real honest with you, I still had a sack in my fucking wallet that day, or the person gave me the thing, and after I threw up, they gave it to me. I was like, all right, and I had it.
Get rid of the evidence.
I fucking I was like in the hospital. I remember walking to the bathroom, and I looked there, and I was like, man, I was like, fuck that. No, never again. And when I flushed it, it felt like a relief.
Wow.
It felt good, like, because there's been times where I had some in like family like. Get clean, please get clean, or like, and do you have some? No, I don't. You have a sack in your pocket. You have a sack in your fucking hat. You have it in your whatever you have, wherever people hide this shit in their culo. I don't know, wherever they want to hide it. Like at that moment, I flushed it down the toilet, bro, and it felt good to flush it, like to get rid of like it's like
Straight from the culo to the toilet, or like?
I've never done that, but I've seen. Movies. I've seen movies. I saw American Me.
Blood in, blood out type of
Some
stuff.
blood in, blood out. I saw that movie.
Oh,
You like that one? Huh?
man. Okay, so how did you you hit me up, let everybody know, like, say if somebody is in your position 24 hours before, if they want to get help, what should they do? You got like a minute, so just give them your last words, like, how could they change? How could they get out?
If you got a sack on you right now, you better throw it away and flush it. If you think you know what it is, it probably isn't what it is, man. Flush it. You can die, or you can get. God might give you one last ride, man, but it's not for everybody. Just if people out there watching, I have a big heart. I care for people that are sick with this disease. We have this fucking disease, I love you guys. You guys need to be a survivor for people. There's people out there that care about you. You think someone doesn't care about you? People do care about you. People on the streets, you don't think your mom's out there fucking crying, or, your sisters, your brothers, your lady, your man, whatever, someone's thinking about you, but you don't care because you're numb.
Yep. Love it, man. If you guys need help, you know somebody that needs help, you got family, you got friends, hit the link in my bio, share the video with somebody. The more you like, subscribe, and share, the more people we can reach. So please do that. Thanks again, Jesse, for coming on. We're going to do it again because you're funny. So we probably could do it like a lot and have a good time. So
Let's get the ball rolling.
we got to bring Dougie out here. Imagine Dougie and Jesse together.
Dougie Fresh?
Yeah. So appreciate it, man.
Thank
we will
you.
see you guys next time.
Thank you.
Later.